get this party started.
So glad to see you guys and your beautiful faces. Happy Tuesday.
January the 12th? No. This month cannot be almost half over.
Yes,
the only good news is that we're marching quickly towards spring. Yay. I can be really excited about that. Hey, Sony.
Very good.
Hey, how are you?
Very good.
So excited to have you
Just a
all.
reminder, if you've got any noise going on in the background, hit your little mute button. That'd be great, so we don't hear your husband or your kids or your dog.
Where is that?
I can mute you, Kathy. There we go. She's muted. Good deal. All right. Well, welcome. So glad to see such a great crowd. We've got some exciting things to share, but first of all, let's talk about some of the new things you've probably seen on our Facebook pages. We brought back some fun little bits of recognition. I know a couple people on this page saw their face on our new A1 contest, right, Teresa?
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I think that would be fun, to just see who, starts again, A1, and gets that. And, I think a lot of people still sometimes are confused about activity status. Does anybody on here have any question about A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3? Maybe we need to have a meeting just on that training, because some people that still confuses them. But A1's where you want to be for sure. That means that you placed a 225 or more wholesale order in the month, and that makes you active that month and then the following 2 months, and you get your products at 50% off no matter how much you order. So I think it'd be fun to recognize that. And then we brought back the emoji chain. Kind of missed that. I was kind of missing that. Was anybody else missing that?
Nora.
All right. Nora, good.
Who's going to take Nora down on the emoji chain? Yeah, Jenny, you going to take her down?
Jenny said
I think Tracy's coming after us. Tracy's got it.
I'm right behind you.
Yep, I love it.
So yeah, that's a fun little thing, a way for you to get recognition. Everything has a little emoji based on what activity you had, and it's just fun to cheer each other on. So we'll try to keep that pinned to the top of our page up in the announcements, just so you know that when you go on there and you see that, you're not thinking, well, gosh, they didn't post anything new, I'll change the page. It just means it's at the top. So keep scrolling. The new stuff will be under it. Okay.
I think rarely a day that we go by that we don't post something new. So make sure, and I think, again, you're the choir, everybody go, oh, because most of you are on our Facebook group page and consistently, but I think we share a lot of value content there. So make sure that you're checking in once a day and seeing what we're posting, because there's good stuff there. And it's our group. This is our tribe. This is a way that we can talk and communicate with one another. So make sure you're, if you've seen something inspirational, you want to share it with the group, do those things. That's what we're there for. It's not just coming from Susan or I. It's our group. It's your group.
Very good. And it's Susan or me, but who's correcting your grammar? That's okay. Little thing here, what's it say? I'm silently correcting your grammar. It's not Susan or I, because you wouldn't say just I. Anyway,
I know.
A grammar lesson on a future meeting. I really want that. So, and what's with my hair in my eyes? Okay. Anyway, I know you guys are excited about the new product that we started to tell you about last week. And the exciting thing is here's Diane, it's having an early launch. Normally it's directors are the only ones that get to order things early, but ta-da! You guys are going to get to order on, January 26th, the same day as us. And we're really, really excited about Mary Kay Clinical Solutions. First of all, the packaging, it just looks so clinical. It's kind of like our microdermabrasion packaging. It's got this awesome little pamphlet in here so that people
the boxes. I mean, it's a nice, beautiful, sturdy, white, gorgeous box.
Yes, and I love it. It has all this information about the product, what it will do, why it's effective, and then there's a little chart on the back where people can track their retinization process. So Teresa, tell them a little bit about the retinization process, will you?
Okay. Yes, let me share that. So I told you all this last week. I shared this with you. If you haven't this week, then make it one of your, 10 minutes a day to really go into the product education of this particular product, the Clinical Solutions. There's videos, there's tons of information, there's fact sheets. You want to click on everything, you want to see everything. You don't have to do it all in once, just break it into segments, but I think you need to learn everything you can possibly learn about this, because I think this is really, I know this is going to revolutionize our business when you really get to know the value of this. So the retinization process is an 8-week process. And basically it is, if you know anything about mountain climbing, you know that you have to kind of go, you can't just go to the top of the mountain. You actually have to acclimatize. And it's kind of the same thing as a scuba diver. You kind of have to come up. You can't just come straight up to the surface if you've been down so long. So here's the thing. You have to acclimatize. You have to retinize your skin, and it's an 8-week process. The first 2 weeks, you'll just use it once a week, and you will actually mix it with the milk, because there's a calming facial milk that is, oh, amazing, all in and of itself. Seriously, it is something that people will want in their bathrooms because it's hydrating and calming immediately, and it is a facial milk, and it feels like heaven. It feels like silk on your face. Susan's holding that up. And so you're going to mix them together for the first 2 weeks and just use it one time a week for the first 2 weeks. And the second, the third, and fourth weeks, then you use it, don't mix it together. You use the retinol product and the first, and then you use the milk second. And every time. So that's 2 more weeks. And the next 2 weeks, you're going to do it twice a week. And the next 2 weeks, you can do it 3 times a week until you have really, because some people are going to go through, again, a little bit of a skincare change that they may have some dryness, some patchiness. The problem is that is bringing all that stuff to the surface, and it is changing some cellular structure. It's actually improving your collagen and the firmness in your skin and the pigmentation in your skin. It's the gold standard. You all have heard retinol for years from dermatologists. So, but this is a very high percentage of retinol, so it's not something you just slap on and start using every day. But
really?
The goal is, really? Like Susan. So really pay
follow the
attention to that.
directions, and if you're sitting there going, what in the world did Teresa just say? Get out your paper, we're gonna have a quiz. No, there's a great instructional way to do this, and we encourage people to take before and after pictures, as you saw those that we posted the other day. They're pretty amazing. So I think it has a lot more clout and validity when it's your face showing the before and after. So there's great stuff on that. But no, you don't wear it every day. I just like, oh, here's some new stuff, let's try it. And I'm like, Teresa, my face is on fire. And I go, I've been using it every day. She goes, Susan, would you read directions? You're not supposed to use it every day. So it's crazy. Let's let Charlita in. Okay, we thought what we might do is just show a short bit of the video clip. You can watch the rest of it online, but let me just share my screen and show you where all of this great information is. Okay, so here I am. I'm on products, Mary Kay Clinical Solutions. So here's a ton of great information, and down here is a really great video. So I'm just gonna show a short clip of this. I hope you'll all be able to hear it. So here we go.
I was a little nervous to try it at first. Derma Cosmetics. I had never heard that before, but it makes sense. I thought it was interesting that there is something that can actually reverse the sign of aging.
You're ready to turn 60, so I want everything to look tighter and younger looking. Yeah.
I'm really excited to get started. And as you can see, I have like sunspots here.
They have lines that go across like this. I would love to see those get either go away totally or at least dissipate significantly.
So definitely watching this area here.
Pure retinol, an amazing ingredient that can amplify your skincare regimen. Mary Kay's retinization protocol gradually introduces your skin to the power of pure, high-concentration retinol, taking you through an innovative 8-week process unique to Mary Kay, designed to maximize your comfort.
Remember, your skin is an organ that's got many cell layers.
Watch as we follow this panel of Mary Kay Independent Salesforce members through a 12-week study.
Place the center of your chin in there.
They will share their experiences using the retinization protocol with Mary Kay's retinol serum and calming facial milk.
The retinization process has helped to actually establish it as a journey, because you knew that there were benchmarks. I'm putting it here and putting it here, maybe the forehead line, and that you weren't just waiting. Little things were happening all along the way.
Because you've got the retinol, you really need to have that process that eases you into it.
At no time during the process did my skin, the itchiness or any of the tingling, was it unbearable. It just was a constant kind of like little hello throughout the day. Like, I'm working. Oh, okay.
So I've got my piece size of the retinol, and then this is the facial milk, and I'm going to dilute it with a pump.
I am combining this in the palms of my hands.
And then I'm going to put a dot on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin, and one on each cheek. Okay.
So going up, avoiding the eye area.
I mean, I really wasn't sure what to expect, and it felt wonderful. It was silky, it was smooth.
That first day, my skin did feel a little bit dry.
I did have a little bit of flaking around the nose, but that went away after like the next day or two.
I had a little bit of breakout here and here. I did see a few like red splotches here, but no like tingling or pain or anything like that. It feels so soft. Like I've never had my skin feel this soft.
And then we have 1 week before we can use this again.
I've so wanted to use this every day, but I've been thankful. I waited a whole week.
I noticed my face was feeling a little, I got kind of like chapped feeling right in here. I went and grabbed my facial milk, and I was like, oh, I felt so good.
I had a little bit of peeling kind of in between my eyes and my nose area, maybe the edges of my nose. But I do know that I was not using the facial milk as much during that time. Once I started using it again, it cleared right up.
I did notice on this last application with just the straight retinol by itself that there was a little more tingling than the initial application.
And I did start to experience some flaking yesterday, kind of mostly around my mouth area here and then maybe in here a little bit.
I am noticing some really big changes. There's a line between my eyebrows that is disappearing.
And I woke up this morning with my face so smooth. This is no filters. This is in the raw, and I hope you can see it, but my skin is just looking awesome.
Holy cow. I had some brown spots right there. There was 3 of them clumped together. Those are gone. Those are totally gone.
So I found myself using the facial milk more often this week. I noticed a little more burning than the time before. I'm just in awe with what my skin looks like. It's looking fabulous.
I was a little bit concerned thinking that, golly, 3 days in a row, I didn't know how my skin would, react to it, but there's been absolutely no issues at all.
7 or 8 people in the last few days say that the skin is glowing. I'm loving it. We're finally using it more than 1 or 2 times a week.
I'm a little tingling here and here, but love it. Love the way my skin feels all the time. The milk product soothes it just right. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I do feel like my skin has really gotten used to it.
Original and today. Just much less ruddy here and brighter.
I'm so thankful for the gradual introduction of the retinol that we did.
I've noticed that I have a little bit of dark spots and they appear to be lightening up some more, so I'm gonna continue to use.
They have a few dark spots. This product, the retinol, seems to be really helping to fade them fast. So I've definitely seen a significant improvement in them since I started using it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I have started using my retinol treatment every day since Sunday. Loving it. Look at that. Skin in the dream. Look at this skin.
It's not really a burn, but it's kind of like a nice tingle, so you kind of know that it's working. I've really been liking this facial milk step just because I feel like it's pampering and it's just that extra little hug at the end of the treatment. Make you feel special.
I can really tell a difference in things like my makeup application.
2 flashes.
Just the skin texture itself.
Oh yeah.
How my makeup goes on, how it feels when it's finished.
So we are doing retinol daily, and I am super dry right now. So I've been using my facial milk on a daily basis every single morning, and it's helped. And I love the fact that this looks more perky, awake and alive.
I love the very first of it. I have loved the past few weeks of this process. My skin just looks amazing. It just looked glowing, radiant, healthy, and I am just loving this product because of that.
I've had more people comment over the last couple of days of, what did you do different? Your skin looks amazing.
My daughter, like, Mom, your skin is really looking great.
I can definitely tell a difference.
I had lunch with a girl yesterday. All during lunch, she just kept telling me how great my skin looked, how great my skin looked. Wow, that's like a huge difference.
I think the calendar that we received was pivotal. If I didn't have that calendar, I wouldn't know how many times this week or what week I started. I know what week I'm on. I can see if I need to do 7 times, I need to do 5.
This has been on minus with some of those cosmetic companies and or dermatologists that are using some advanced products that we haven't been able to supply to our customers. So now I get to just apply a little bit of foundation to enhance my skin versus hiding my skin. So that is definitely a plus.
So I had somebody walk up to me at the grocery store and ask me, what did I use on my skin?
I know for sure the dark spots. They don't have to cover up as much. So that's a good thing.
Every single day, my skin feels better than the day before. It feels firmer. Wow. It just really does. I could almost say this has been the best experience, and just absolutely love, love, love the way my skin looks and feels. Thank you. It's amazing. I'm so happy. Sweet dreams to my face. So I guess I'll check you later.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know what, you guys? I hesitated. I told Teresa, I kind of hesitate to show them a video that they've probably already watched. I haven't watched that one yet. So if you've already watched it, forgive us, but I just think it's really, really good to see that and see that, yeah, this isn't just something you're going to throw in a bag and deliver to your customer. It needs some instructions. And as she said, the little calendar really helps. And I think it'd be fun to have your own little special group of customers and say, would you like to be one of mine that does your before and after pictures and really checks in and follows this, because they'll be your best testimonials. Wouldn't that be fun? You know, to have your own group of special clients to try it first.
That's a great idea. I love
Posted
that.
something about it, and people are saying, sign me up, sign me up. So that's neat. Somebody have a question?
Susan and Teresa, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are there any certain skin types, like people that have rosacea, that have different type of problem skin that we should not offer this to?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you just need to go through and it's all covered in all of the facts, frequently asked questions. There's some information in there, and I wouldn't even begin, but if people that already have sensitivities or issues, then, you know, and maybe under a dermatologist care, absolutely, I think that you need to, you know, even if you have a question, if they've got you know, if it's not answered in the information, make sure you call the company if somebody's got that kind of a problem. Because there will be certain, because this is serious stuff. And that's why it's going to be so powerful, is because, you know, this is a derma cosmetic. And so this is a whole new level of cosmetics than we've ever sold before. And again, and this might have been covered, and I'm sorry, I've got a very unstable internet connection, so I've kind of been in and out, but it's for people 20 and over. It's just not for anti-aging, you know, and older people. It's for 20 and older to really keep the collagen production in their skin and help make their skin look in and feel its absolute best. It's great for all skin types. But again, if somebody's got a sensitivity, you need to check it out. As with anything that we would recommend, I think you have to, that's just part of the rule. So good question, Annie. Anybody else have a question?
Who's excited to get it? You know what? I think before and after pictures are one of the most powerful thing that we can use. I remember going to a hairdresser once, and she was with another company. I don't think it's Rodan and Fields. Maybe it is. I don't know. But anyway, she had on her table, it was one of those photo, what do you call them? You know, little things where photos go on a digital photo frame. And it was just before and after pictures nonstop. And I got to tell you, I was like, man, we got to get on the boat, you know, with before and after. So that's why I think it'd be so great. Definitely be your own before and after. And we used to do that when we do color makeovers. Do you remember, Teresa? We'd carry around a little photo album, and we made sure that ours was the very first picture in there, because we showed that we're not afraid to show people what it looked like with no makeup. But I think this is really going to be powerful. So I'm excited. Do your more homework, but I wanted to share that video. I thought it was one of the best. So
and men are good customers as well. This is, you know, you got to really think outside the box here. So, okay, if you've got questions, make sure you can always
have one. Did Nora have a question?
I did. I typed it in, but maybe you could just answer it quickly. So with the facial milk that we have now, can that be used? Like, I keep thinking of people who have a sensitivity to the sunscreen. Like before, I could never wear our day solution because of the SPF. So would this be a great product for that? Like if you're at...
For just it is hydrating and moisturizing, and it's calming. It's got calming, you know, ingredients and properties.
Okay.
I don't know that it would be the only thing that you would want to use as a moisturizer, but you can use it. What the company recommends is that this would be something everybody would want to use anytime. You know, if you've got a sunburn, it's great to put it on the sunburn, exactly, or some kind of a rash or itchy spot or whatever. I love it. I use it every day. I use it every day, whether I'm using retinol, and I pretty much do the retinol now every day anyway, but I love that. And another tip with this that I've kind of learned, and I've read it a couple of times, before we got this, I had just started using as my cleanser the MK Naturally cleanser. I just started using it, fell in love with it, and I just liked it. Was a very gentle cleanser, but my skin felt really clean and really wonderful. And so I started using it anyway. And then as I was going through the retinization process, that was the cleanser that I was using. And as I said last week, I didn't have any issue whatsoever. I just went through and I started actually using it multiple times a week, you know, a little bit earlier than I should have after the first couple of weeks, and realizing that I wasn't going to have any problem with it. So I don't know, but I still, here's a little vote for the MK Naturally cleanser. If you just want to try something different for a few weeks, at least you'll know how awesome it is, because I really didn't know. I knew it was a great line, but just using the cleanser and the rest of my repair, I can continue to use that. So just a little tip.
Okay, we need to move on quickly because we got a couple more things we want to touch on tonight. One little quick tip is really all I was going to share about getting your office ready for the new year. You guys may have heard me talk about this in the past. I'm a simple person, really, when it comes to keeping files and keeping things together for taxes, because yeah, hopefully you've done all your inventory and took your odometer reading on your car. If you didn't, do the best you can as of today and forgive yourself. But I always like to use some type of a filing system. I do have the good old-fashioned filing cabinet, but you might want to use something like one of these little file boxes. You may not have as many files and expense categories as I do as a director, so this may be just what you need. But I got this at Walmart. It was like $8, a Sterilite little caddy. And I like this because when I go to my tax appointment, I just take it with me in case Al Butler needs to have me verify something, okay? But whatever your system is, I get the hanging files to go in that or in my filing cabinet, and I just take out the ones from last year and I rename them for this year. And it's all the categories that you would find at accountingunlimited.com. You can go there and it'll say forms, I believe, and you'll see Mary Kay consultant worksheet, and all of those categories are tax deductible categories. So here's just a quick example. This says auto expenses on it, and then I even put on there gas, parking, and repairs. And then anything throughout the year. The best, easiest thing is maybe I have a little box under my desk that when I'm emptying my purse or get a receipt, I put them in there, and I try really about once a week or at least once a month when I'm paying my bills to take all my receipts and put them in the correct category. I tuck them away there, and then when it's time for me to do my taxes, I pull that file out, add up those receipts, and I'm ready to go to my appointment. So that's my best tip for you, at least for tonight. We'll try to share more things as we go. Teresa or anybody else have a good tip for preparing your office for the new year? Teresa?
Well, here's what I will say in closing. I've got some fun phone hacks that, I mean, I really have turned my iPhone into my assistant over the last year. And there's a lot of things that I utilize it for. We're gonna train on that next week. I'll just share some fun ones with you next week. So stay tuned because because that's my tip tonight, is to learn how to use this computer that just really goes with you wherever you are as a tool. And I'm sure some of you have some great iPhone hacks. So the one thing I'll tell you, since we've got the 17th coming up, who knows what the 17th of January?
Preferred customer.
Okay, preferred customer, absolutely. Okay, so, and that's one of the tricks. Just, I'll tell you this, I have a little list and reminders that says add to PCP. And every time I pick up a new customer or I give a card out or I'm chatting, whatever, I just keep a list in my phone all the time. And then when I'm ready to update my PCP list, hopefully they're already in my customers and I've already entered all their information, but I know exactly who needs to be added to my PCP. So there, I'll finish with that little tip. And then I just want to give you some closing inspiration, because last week I shared from my new guru in Instagram. It's the No Shame Sales Game. And she just got some great, powerful stuff. And she just got a great Instagram feed and page. So tonight I picked this one out just to kind of close with, because it kind of hit me, because it used to seem silly to have a direct sales gig, but these days it seems silly not to. And I loved that. And she says, I'm not really sure. I still need to figure out. I'm sure it's a she. Maybe it used to seem silly when Sally Sue showed up lugging a shit ton of inventory to set up in the living room for a party. We know those days. But it says, but times have changed. The way people shop has changed. The world has changed. And today, you can use a product you love, share about it on social media in your free time, and make money doing it. It's really that simple. And she says, seems silly to pass it up, doesn't it? And you guys, that's not only the approach we need to take, but that's the approach that we need to take when we're sharing this business. It's a new ball game out there. And social media is, I mean, I am as busy as ever, and I'm not I'm not lugging inventory out to anybody's house, and I'm selling product, and I'm selling new skincare, and I'm picking up new customers that deliver to a new client today. So you guys, there's business out there. People are taking care of their skin, and you've already got a direct sales gig. Just take it social, be social, learn how to use the tools that we're learning how to use, and then we can all share together, because this is together. So that's all I got.
All right. It's 8:32.
All right.
I love you. So I'll see you guys next week. Here's to a wonderful week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being on with me. Bye-bye.